G'day, this is Gary007 and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about basic hunter rotation in the Burning Crusade Classic. So if you like this sort of content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment below, that would be awesome. So the one button macro that you would have heard, and even I posted it on one of my hunter videos about rotations and macros and armor penetration values and all the rest of it. Those macros no longer work on the current client of Burning Crusade Classic. So there is another macro, as you can see on screen, I've posted that you can use instead of the one button one. However, this macro, you cannot spam this one. It will cut off your auto shots. So you have to weave these shots in still, but the bonus to this macro is it will still help you trigger kill command for your pet, so you can keep your DPS up, rotation with your hunter. So without going down a rabbit hole too much with this topic, we will talk about haste, we will talk about it, but we won't go in great depth with it. Early on in TBC, haste is not going to be an issue for you too much because the gear is not going to be available to you really. It's not until Sunwell Plateau that you're going to see a lot of gear that's going to come with haste standard on it. But until then, haste is not something you're going to have to worry about too much right now. However, there is a couple of items that do give you haste. One of them is your ammo pouch and the quiver, which gives you a 15% increase in attack speed. The other is from BM Talents, which is Serpents Swiftness, which increases your attack speed by 20%. Now, this whole topic, what I'm talking about haste, I'm talking about Beast Mastery. And the talents behind that, because that is the main PvE drive throughout the entirety of TBC Classic, and that's what I'm talking about today in this topic, is basically coming from a Beast Mastery point of view. So when you go down the BM talent tree, Serpents Swiftness is a fantastic talent which gives you 20% increased attack speed. That's massive. So in total, you've got roughly 35% increased haste for a standard Beast Mastery build, which is pretty sweet. And on top of that, you get your standard Rapid Fire talent, which increases range attack speed by 50% for 10 seconds, which is also nice. Now, this is the question that you need to ask yourself. Out of all of this, really basically, the question is, with haste, is it a DPS increase? Yes and no. And it really comes down to a few factors. And basically, the real question that you need to ask yourself, the question is, can you keep up with the rotation without clipping your auto shots? That's all it comes down to. If you're clipping your auto shots because you're stacking a lot of haste, or someone's punched Bloodlust and you've punched all your cooldowns, but you're finding you can't keep up with the rotation, then you might need to adjust your gameplay in order to not clip auto shot. So this is the big thing that will decrease your DPS overall, is clipping your auto shots. And that's one thing as a hunter you do not want to do. That's the only question that you really need to ask yourself at the end of the day when it comes to haste. Is it a benefit for you? If it is, and you can keep up with the current rotation, great. If not, then you need to adjust the way you play. So there's a few different ways with the basic rotation. Now, luckily for a hunter, most of the weapon speeds, range weapon speeds, are about 2.9 to 3 second swing times. So they give us ample time to play with in between those swing times. So the basic rotation is like a one-to-one rotation, which is your auto shot, steady shot, and auto shot. So that's your basic rotation if you didn't want to add anything into that. Your next rotation is auto shot, steady shot, spell, whatever that would be, auto shot, and then steady shot. When your ranged weapon is slower than 1.5 seconds, which is your steady shot, you're able to pull off a spell in between steady shot. So it would look like auto shot, steady shot, and then arcane shot before auto shot hits. So you're able to fit in 2 spells before the end of your rotation in which auto shot comes off, and then you can hit multi-shot. Arcane shot and multi-shot in general can be used instead of steady shot if it's going to clip your rotation. So if you're going to hit steady shot, but you can see in your rotation that it's going to clip your auto shot, use arcane shot or a multi-shot instead. Now, multi-shot does more DPS than arcane shot in general, but at the end of the day, you're going to use what's in front of you and what's off cooldown and whatever can fit into your rotation. All of these are based around not clipping auto shot. So I've got some videos here on to show you, and I've slowed it down to sort of show you what I was trying to demonstrate in the video. So yeah, let's switch to the video and let's have a look. So the first one is an auto shot, steady shot, arcane shot, and auto shot. So basically I am squeezing in steady shot and arcane shot before the next auto shot. And you can do that with a weapon speed greater than 1.5 basically. And it helps increase your DPS. The next one is basically an auto shot, your steady shot, and then you hit multi-shot, and of course your auto shot goes off. So your multi-shot will go off after an auto shot. So you're just mixing up the rotation, but the premise is you don't scuff up your auto shots. And of course all of this is tied around the macro that we were talking about before, which ties in kill command. So every time you hit steady shot and if kill command's up, it will execute kill command. So this one's auto shot, steady shot, squeeze in arcane shot before the next auto shot, and then multi shot after the auto shot. So squeezing in multi shot and then it goes off, and of course our target's dead by then. But basically we're trying to fit in as much of arcane and auto shot as multi shot as possible, just to increase our DPS. Of course all of this you have to scale with how much mana you have. So this is mana intensive. So you might want to scale back this rotation somewhat if you're running lower mana in raids and stuff like that. So again, this is the same thing: auto shot, steady shot, and then fire, get an arcane shot in before the next auto shot hits, and then multi shot. Again, these are mana hungry abilities, as you would know as a hunter. So you might have to switch to aspect of the Viper during a raid, or take a mana pot. So this is just an auto shot, steady shot, and then multi shot just before the next auto shot. And of course your kill command will go off because of the macro that I'm running at the moment. Of course I'm getting attacked by a wolf. So the next demonstration is basically your one-to-one rotation. So your one-to-one rotation again is your auto shot, steady shot, auto shot, and you just keep that. Now you might find yourself pulling this rotation off when Bloodlust is in effect, rapid fire is in effect, any haste trinkets you may have. You might not be able to keep up with auto shot, steady shot, auto shot on its own, even with an increased swing speed time on your weapon being 3 seconds. So they're demonstrated ways of fitting in arcane and auto shot and steady shot into your rotation, and the best of luck with all of it out there, being a hunter. Alright then, I might see you out in Outland. Okay then, bye.